Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Candace Owens is currently going mega viral at the moment for a brand new series which is called Becoming Brigitte, an investigative series into the supposed life of the French president's wife, I guess you could say, Brigitte Macron, Emmanuel Macron's wife. I'm putting it in air quotations because honestly, I don't know if Brigitte is a girl or a dude. It's kind of crazy how you think one thing one moment and the next thing you have like some facts being brought to your attention. And the more you think about it, the more you realize, oh, maybe Candace has a point about this. So apparently, Brigitte Macron was born a biological man, meaning that Emmanuel Macron is actually Emmanuel Macron is actually married to an old man, believe it or not. I don't know if this is true. I guess as time goes on, Candace will unveil lots of information for us all to digest. And all credit to Candace for this investigation unfolding. And well, lots of people in France are excited about this. There's been countless comments that I've seen from Candace's first episode dropping, which, by the way, got vehemently attacked by French powers. Like, I thought that was kind of crazy. So her website was shut down or people couldn't subscribe to it. And then she received this email from a French listener that France has blocked your ability to register to CandaceOwens.com. Can any others in France confirm this is true? Others in France did indeed confirm that it was true. The subject was it's not possible to register for your website from France when we use our internet box at home. French internet providers blacklisted you. Same thing with Candace Owens locals. We have a message from Rumble who said that French authorities want to blacklist current creators from the platform. We need to use VPN. Like, this is kind of crazy that the French government actually sent a legal letter to Candace Owens telling her to stop. Now, if you've got nothing to hide at all, this is what my brain goes to, right? If you've got nothing to hide, why the hell are you sending legal letters telling someone to stop? Like, why not just give all the information out? Apparently, Candace Owens sent a list of yes or no questions, but instead of answering the very simple yes or no questions, which you can watch at Candace's first episode, which has over 2 million views, I think it is. Probably more at the time I'm recording this, which is just nuts. Like, if you've got nothing to hide, why not answer the simple questions? If you've got, like, Candace has got like this accusation that is being thrown at you, and shouldn't you like go, okay, she's making this accusation about the so-called first French lady, whatever. I'm going to prove her wrong. Like, but instead, they're sending legal letters. They're trying to dismantle the whole thing. And I mean, all credit goes to Candace and still trying to dismantle this whole thing. But Candace Owens says Emmanuel Macron sent her a legal letter after she met a journalist who claimed Brigitte Macron was born a man. Fascinating article, right? Candace Owens, who's a right-wing political commentator, is making headlines once again due to her response to a legal letter she received from Emmanuel Macron. Imagine getting a legal notice from your prime minister or something like along those lines of the president, like from another country, no less. Cease and desist, please. Now, this would, like, if I received this, I'd be like, damn, looks like I'm onto something here. But I'd probably have to stop because I don't have the capital behind me to fight a literal president or prime minister going after me like that. That's just nuts. But for someone like Candace Owens, who's got the capital behind her, she's got the connections, a little bit of a different scenario. So I'm glad that it's her in some ways. And again, credit goes to where credit is due. So if she is right, this fact, and I mean, you didn't have to look too far with the woke Olympics last year in August, I think it was, with the shocking display of the Last Supper. They're mocking God, mocking the whole aspect of that, including trans people. And apparently Brigitte was heavily involved with that, heavily involved with picking the artist, heavily involved with the whole process. Same with Emmanuel. And look what happened to that. You mock God, they ended up finding out. Right now, Emmanuel Macron is no longer the president. He's been kicked out. So there you have it. And I think Emmanuel Macron, he's married to Brigitte, who is much older, like 13-year-old Emmanuel apparently met Brigitte, and then that's how things sort of unfolded. So in any case, it looks like Brigitte is sort of like a child M word, like kind of crazy if that is the truth, right? So they're saying that Brigitte was born a man on January 11th. Owens issued a lengthy statement on X asserting that she would not be intimidated by any threats that may come her way, even going so far as to threaten the president of France with her right to free speech. She accused him of trying to silence her, which she claims he had no right to do. She doesn't, but anyway. She also doubled down on her claims that Brigitte was a man by referring to her as Mr. Oh boy. She revealed that she would be publicizing the letter, noting that she believed that the letter was sent to intimidate her out of publishing the explosive piece, which was due to premiere January 30th, which it already has, and it's gone gangbusters, which we knew that it would. As for whose names are mentioned in the letter, she tagged Tucker Carlson, Andrew Tate, Archbishop Vigano, Alex Jones, Jimmy Dore, and many others. Right. It's interesting that she tagged them. In the latest YouTube video of her show, episode 130, Candace doubled down on the claims that President Macron's wife was a man, saying, "You see, Mr. Macron, both misters in my world. I bank on the people. I always bank on the regular people. You have no idea the army of people we can unleash." So it, like, Manuel threatens her. She threatens Manuel with this heavy piece of information. And I mean, like, you live in a very, I guess you could say, progressive country. Don't you think the people of France would be like, oh, he's married to a man. Okay, trans. We're all accepting of you, president. All that sort of nonsense that goes on over there. But no, seems like I'm going to hide this, because imagine if that came out. Oh no, I married a man. I don't want to be called gay. Dear idea. So anyway, the whole series to me looks rather interesting. But here's Candace Owens in her show talking about the letter.
Of course, in every letter that people send, there has to be an honorable mention of the Tate brothers, because they're always relevant. And then they wrote this, which is very strange. They don't include the language here. Your disinformation campaign included the Tate brothers, a pair of grossly self-proclaimed misogynists that are charged with human trafficking. I'm going to show you how rich that irony is in a second. On August 14th, you hosted Tristan Tate on Candace and discussed these claims. And the following day, on August 15th, you hosted his brother, Andrew Tate. In the August 15th episode, you and Andrew reiterated your claims that the Macrons are dishonest, implied the French election was rigged, like the 2020 U.S. election. Now, I know I certainly didn't imply that the French election was rigged, because I don't follow French politics. I'm following the story because it's massive. And the way that you are acting in trying to play whack-a-mole with every person that looks into the story and recognizes that there's something here strikes me as odd. Also, asking me not to publish the letter strikes me as odd. And lastly, to the point of saying that us implying that you guys are dishonest, I don't even know. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind thinking that people can't imply that a president and his wife are dishonest? Or is it really that bad in France? Is it so, like, are you just deluded out of your mind for me to say that I believe that you and your wife lie? It's almost a requirement to be in politics that you have to lie. You literally have to almost lie to become a president of France or the president of any place in the entire world. What is this letter actually about?
Yeah, like, the whole thing is, if you're lying, which most people in positions of power in politics tend to do, like Candace said, it's a requirement. If you're in a position of political power, you lie by default. You don't answer questions. You skirt around them as best you possibly can because you're afraid of the truth. And for me, I'm looking at this going, well, if you're saying that the president and his wife are off limits to the truth, that's a problem for me. I want to know what the real truth is. And the truth, as we know, sets everyone free. So Candace is right in saying that this story is massive, and go after the stories that are massive. Like, hello, this is a huge story. And if you're any sort of like independent journalist, why the hell not go after a story like this? So I mean, if it ends up being true and they end up relenting and coming out saying, all right, fine, Candace is right. It's we're sorry, but I don't think they're going to do that, right? I don't think they're going to even I think they're just going to go away quietly. And you're not really going to hear too much about them after that. But hey, I mean, if the French president's wife happens to be a man and Candace proves it, Candace is already on the map, but that's just going to make her stratospheric, in my opinion. But good on Candace for launching this series, and we'll see where it goes, eh? I'm very keen to see where it goes, that's for sure. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, you're blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.